On the 1st of August 2017, the landscape of YouTube and social media changed forever when Joe Weller and Theo Baker fought against each other in a boxing match in an industrial estate. No one could predict the unraveling of events that would take place after Joe pressed the upload button.
Say what you will about the problem child, he delivers.
He came, he saw, and he finally conquered.
This is the timeline of influencer boxing. After a promotional Instagram post about the fight, KSI commented underneath the post stating that he wanted to fight the winner. Joe won the fight, and this would set the wheels in motion for the biggest YouTube event the world had seen at the time. After signing the contracts, a lot of hype, and cringe press conferences, KSI would fight Joe Weller 6 months after the Theo Baker fight on the 3rd of February 2018 at the Copper Box Arena in London. KSI won the fight in the 3rd round by technical knockout. In the post-match interview, JJ called out both Jake and Logan Paul.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Pauls, I don't care. Bring it.
After KSI saw the financial success of the first fight, he needed his next opponent to have a similar level of clout and someone who could play the villain. This would be the perfect opportunity for Logan Paul to rebuild his career after just coming off the Suicide Forest video in December 2017 and having done the rounds of apologies on international television and being dropped by every major brand association he had. This would also give the pair's brothers the opportunity to take their first steps in the boxing world, with the fight scheduled on the undercard. The hype for the fights was arguably twice what it was for the Joe Weller fight, a YouTube event that was finally going international. On the 25th of August 2018, the fight rolled round, taking place in the Manchester Arena. Anesongib won the first fight over Jay Swinger after a unanimous decision. Deji fought valiantly against Jake Paul, however lost the fight via technical knockout in the 5th round. And the main event caused controversy as it resulted in a split decision between JJ and Logan. This would result in the inevitable rematch, with Joe Weller being left out of the second boxing event. On the 5th of January 2019, he decided to fight football freestyler Jeremy Lynch on his own YouTube channel in a $25,000 winner-takes-all fight in a local sports hall. Joe won the fight, but you can't really call it a proper fight because they did the 3rd round on a slip and slide. On the 26th of March 2019, 2 months after his last so-called fight, Joe Weller flew to LA to spar Jake Paul outside the Team 10 house, which he lost. Jake Paul states after the sparring session that he won't fight KSI until Logan has fought him first. On the 29th of September 2019, Slim and Fousey made their boxing debut in a charity match in London. Slim was declared the winner by a 4th round technical knockout. On the 9th of November 2019, the second highly anticipated fight between KSI and Logan Paul took place at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. This was it. YouTube boxing had finally become an event of record-breaking proportions, selling 2 million pay-per-views and the entire online world watching on. This would also be the first influencer boxing match to become a pro fight, with no head guards and professionals such as Billy Joe Saunders on the undercard. This would gain criticism from some people and fans inside the boxing community due to them believing it was an insult to proper boxing. Some people labelled it as a cash grab and questioned the legitimacy, which is pretty ironic coming from the boxing world. However, KSI won the fight via a split decision. On the 30th of January 2020, Anesongib and Jake Paul would both make their professional debut in Miami. Gib was extremely hyped for the fight, as seen by his ring walk, however got knocked out by Jake in the 1st round, which lasted 2 minutes and 18 seconds. On the 28th of November 2020, Jake Paul was matched up against former professional basketball player Nate Robinson on the undercard of Mike Tyson vs Roy Jones Jr. Jake Paul won the fight in the 2nd round after TKOing Nate Robinson to the canvas. On the 17th of April 2021, 5 months after his victory over Nate Robinson, Jake Paul was lined up to fight former UFC fighter Ben Askrin in Atlanta. Ben retired from MMA in 2019, so the boxing match against Jake was seen as his final big payout before retiring from combat sports completely. Jake beat Ben Askren via a TKO in 1 minute and 59 seconds of the 1st round. Seeing the financial incentive, the Money Team, aka Floyd Mayweather, agreed to an exhibition match against Logan Paul on the 6th of June 2021. The fight had 8 3-minute rounds and was simply an exhibition match. No official winner would be read. However, let's face it, Logan was obviously never going to beat Floyd Mayweather. On the 12th of June 2021, Social Gloves Battle of the Platforms took place in Miami, Florida, where it put YouTubers against TikTokers. Deji going into this fight was seen as a prospect in influencer boxing after his valiant performance against Jake Paul. However, in this event, he lost his exhibition fight against Vinny Hacker via TKO. Anesongib versus Taylor Holder ended in a controversial majority draw. However, after an appeal process, Gibb was awarded the win a few days later. Austin McBroom also ended up winning his first fight against TikToker Bryce Hall. On the 30th of July 2021, the first influencer boxing event in the Middle East took place in Dubai. It was also the world's first cryptocurrency-only live event, whatever that means. It saw a headline exhibition event of Money Kicks versus Anis Al-Shaib, which resulted in Money Kicks winning in the 3rd round via unanimous decision. On the 29th of August 2021, foundations of the influencer boxing rivalries would be laid out, with Tommy Fury winning against Anthony Taylor in the 4th round of the undercard of the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley fight. This was arguably Jake's biggest challenge to date, fighting a former UFC champion and striking specialist. The fight went to the wire, however Jake managed to get the win after going the full 8 rounds. On the 15th of October 2021, 2.5 months after the first social knockout event, they returned to the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai, which saw the first ever female influencer fight, and Anis Al-Shaib, Money Kicks, and Slim all returning to the ring in exhibition bouts. On the 18th of December 2021, Jake and Tyron would face off in the ring once more. Originally, this fight was meant to be Jake versus Tommy Fury, however Tommy pulled out after receiving a rib injury in training. So if Tyron looking for redemption after losing his first fight against Jake, he stepped in as the replacement. Although Jake's first win was impressive, the manner in which he dispatched of Tyron in the 6th round of this fight had people genuinely believing he could become a serious contender in the world of boxing. He knocked out Tyron with a right hook, which saw him falling to the canvas in spectacular fashion. On the 5th of March 2022, the Showstar UK vs USA event took place in London. All of the fights were exhibition bouts and featured a wide range of performances from creators, including Salt Pappy, Arms Corey Lone, Vitali, and FaZe Temper, all making their boxing debut. Ryan Taylor was also disqualified from his fight with DK Money after headbutting him 30 seconds into the fight. However, the main event of the evening was Deji vs Alex Wasabi. For Deji, it was an important fight, as he received criticisms for taking his previous fights not that seriously, and Alex Wasabi believed he was being vastly underrated in the build-up to the fight. It went the full 5 rounds, with Alex Wasabi winning via a split decision and Deji losing another fight. On the 14th of May 2022, another charity event of exhibition fights took place, called Creator Clash in Tampa, Florida. It featured all-American fighters fighting for the first time. The headline fight was iDubbbz vs Dr. Mike. It lasted 5 rounds and resulted in Dr. Mike winning via unanimous decision. On the 15th of July 2022, DAZN signed a 5-year deal with Misfits Boxing, a boxing promotion company owned by KSI, Proper Loud, and Wasserman Boxing. The combined partnership launched Misfits x DAZN Series, a crossover series that showcases global names in entertainment, sport, and lifestyle in boxing events. DAZN would provide the streaming platform with a guaranteed watchable product, and KSI would provide a player/manager type role, where he would fight on the main events while also providing promotion because, well, he has a stake in it. On the 16th of July 2022, a British TikTok event took place, showcasing the very best of what boxing has to offer, with porn star Elle Brooke facing off against AJ Bunker, although it was meant to be Astrid Wet, and the headline event of Ed Matthews versus Simple Simon, a 53-year-old TikToker fighting against a 19-year-old. If you want to understand the complete backstory of this event and the drama surrounding it, make sure to watch this video on my channel. The fight ended with Ed knocking out Simon 49 seconds into the first round. The first fight of the Misfits Series was on the 27th of August 2022. The original fight was meant to be between KSI and Alex Wasabi. However, after pulling out due to concussion, KSI had to rebrand the fight as a 2 fights in 1 night special. KSI's fights would be against Swarms and Luis Alcaraz Pineda, while on the undercard, Deji fought Fousey and FaZe Temper fighting Slim. The fights resulted in KSI TKOing Swarms in the second round, Slim defeating FaZe Temper, Salt Pappy knocking out Andy Warski in the first round, and KSI comedically knocking out Luis Pineda in the third round of his second fight. Although KSI was the headline event, most people's eyeballs were on Deji and Fousey. This was Deji's first ever pro fight, so if he could grab the win, technically he would be undefeated. By the third round, Deji finally got his first victory in boxing, TKOing Fousey, making it 3 wins in one night for the brothers. On the 10th of September 2022, Anesongib and Austin McBroom finally touched gloves in Los Angeles in the second Social Gloves event, 2 months later than originally scheduled. Gibb got his first pro win after knocking McBroom out in the 4th round. On the 15th of October, a month and a half after the first Misfits event, the second one took place, featuring once more a wide array of talent. Astrid Wet defeated Simple Simon's daughter, Keely, in the first round, Slim got a unanimous decision against the controversial Ryan Taylor, and TGF Bros Jay Swingler TKO'd Churdleys a minute and 10 seconds into the first round. On the 29th of October 2022, 10 months since his last fight, Jake Paul was lined up to fight former UFC middleweight champion Anderson Silva. Despite being almost 50 years of age, Anderson Silva was seen as a difficult challenge for Jake. However, he managed to get the unanimous decision after 8 rounds of boxing, making Jake Paul still undefeated. On the 13th of November 2022, people were left scratching their heads at the fixture of Deji vs Floyd Mayweather. The fight took place in Dubai and was an exhibition match. Mayweather kind of toyed with Deji before finishing him off in the 6th round of the fight. Although one-sided, Deji managed to land a couple of punches on Floyd and even marking his eye. The third Misfits event took place on the 19th of November 2022 in Austin, Texas, featuring Greg Hardy defeating Hassan Rahman Jr., FaZe Temper beating Overflow, and Dean the Great knocking out Walid Sharks. The next Misfits events would be on the 14th of January 2023, held in London. The headline fight was meant to see KSI return to the ring against Dylan Dennis. However, he pulled out, meaning FaZe Temper stepped in for this exhibition match. KSI knocked out FaZe Temper 2 minutes and 19 seconds into the first round. After this first fight had been cancelled twice already, the fight between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury is finally going to go ahead on the 26th of February 2023 in Saudi Arabia. Jake is currently 6-0, while Tommy Fury, the brother of boxing legend Tyson Fury, is currently 8-0. Who will win? Only time will tell. On the 4th of March 2023, Misfits' 5th boxing event is set to take place, with Jay Swingler returning to the ring against Nikolai Perret. This leads us to present day. So what's next for influencer boxing? Well, all of these fights have been KSI and Jake Paul building up to their penultimate fight against each other. After that, anything could be possible. There are title-winning professionals who didn't start boxing until their mid-20s. So for influencers, it's the opportunity for another revenue stream and to actually become good at the sport. And who knows, you could even see the fat memer in the ring one day. Thank you so much for watching this video, it really does mean a lot to me. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and all of my socials @FatMemer, like, subscribe, and comment below what you want to see next.